There's something powerful about a great story, a narrative that doesn't just entertain, but immerses, provokes thought, and stays with you long after the game ends. And when it comes to the Grand Theft Auto franchise, Rockstar Games has consistently delivered bold, cinematic storytelling, filled with unforgettable characters, iconic moments, and layered moral complexity. But among all these stories, from the neon streets of Vice City to the gritty boroughs of Liberty City to the sprawling chaos of San Andreas, one question continues to spark debate among fans. Which GTA game has the best storyline? To answer that, we need to go beyond nostalgia, beyond hype, and actually examine what makes a great GTA story: its structure, characters, themes, pacing, and emotional payoff. Let's dive into each major title and explore why each one is celebrated, and ultimately, which one deserves the crown. Let's start with Grand Theft Auto 3, the game that redefined open-world storytelling. While Claude, the silent protagonist, doesn't give us much emotional depth, GTA 3's strength lies in its atmosphere and progression. Liberty City was a character of its own, dark, unforgiving, and layered with betrayal. The story was simple: climb the criminal ladder and get revenge on the woman who betrayed you. But it was the way you did it, working with mob bosses, cartels, and psychopaths, that gave the game a gritty cinematic edge. Still, compared to modern standards, the story is thin. It laid the foundation, but didn't build the house. Next came GTA Vice City, and here, Rockstar flexed its storytelling muscles. Tommy Vercetti is charismatic, calculating, and speaks with presence. Inspired heavily by Scarface, Vice City is drenched in 1980s style, from its synth-heavy soundtrack to its neon-soaked narrative. The story is classic gangster cinema: betrayal, power, and empire building. Tommy goes from ex-con to drug kingpin, and the writing is sharp. But while iconic, Vice City leans more on style than emotional substance. It's fun, it's flashy, but it's not the deepest. Then there's GTA San Andreas, and this is where things really evolve. Carl C.J. Johnson returns to Los Angeles after his mother's death, and gets sucked back into a world of gangs, drugs, and systemic corruption. CJ is one of the most beloved protagonists for a reason. He's relatable. He grows. The betrayal by Big Smoke and Ryder, the manipulations of Officer Tenpenny, the family dynamics, the territorial battles, everything feels personal. It's not just about rising to the top, it's about rebuilding trust, loyalty, and identity. San Andreas tells a story about brotherhood, loss, and redemption, and does it on a massive scale. But at times, the pacing stumbles due to the sheer size and variety of the missions. Now let's talk about GTA 4, often considered Rockstar's most mature and grounded narrative. Niko Bellic's journey from war-torn Eastern Europe to the American underworld is tragic, introspective, and brutally real. Unlike other protagonists who chase power, Niko is a man haunted by his past, searching for a new life but constantly dragged back into violence. The game explores themes of immigration, the American dream, revenge, and existential disillusionment. Liberty City is grimier, more realistic, and the choices you make carry emotional weight. Do you seek revenge or forgiveness? Niko isn't trying to be a kingpin. He's just trying to survive. GTA 4 is less about empire building and more about the emotional cost of violence. And that's what makes its story so powerful. Then we arrive at GTA 5, the most commercially successful game in the franchise. But how does it stack up narratively? GTA 5 introduces three protagonists: Michael, the retired criminal struggling with family and boredom; Franklin, the ambitious hustler looking for a way up; and Trevor, the chaotic wildcard who embodies pure anarchy. The dynamic between them is the centerpiece of the story. The heists are cinematic, the betrayals are entertaining, and the dialogue is razor-sharp. But here's the catch: GTA 5 sacrifices depth for spectacle. While Michael has strong character development, Trevor often feels like comic relief, and Franklin sometimes fades into the background. The story is undeniably fun. It satirizes American culture, the economy, and even the player themselves. But it doesn't have the emotional weight of GTA 4 or the raw personal drive of San Andreas. And then there's GTA Chinatown Wars, Liberty City Stories, and Vice City Stories, spin-offs with their own merits. Chinatown Wars has sharp writing and tight pacing, but it doesn't offer the same depth or scope. Vice City Stories fleshes out the origin of the criminal empire, but still feels like a companion piece. They're good, even underrated, but not the best. So, where does that leave us? Let's break it down. If you value deep character arcs, emotional storytelling, and moral ambiguity, GTA 4 likely stands above the rest. Nico's journey feels cinematic in a different way. Slower, more reflective, and brutally honest. It asks hard questions, and doesn't always give you the answers. If you're looking for a sprawling epic with memorable betrayals, character growth, and the thrill of empire building, San Andreas delivers on almost every front. CJ's evolution, the family drama, the betrayal of Smoke, the revenge against Tenpenny, it's all executed with heart. If you prefer a multi-character Hollywood-style roller coaster ride, GTA 5 is pure entertainment. It's big, bold, and hilarious, but it may not stay with you emotionally the way San Andreas or GTA 4 does. So what's the best GTA storyline? It depends on what you value. But if we're judging based on depth, character, emotional resonance, and narrative maturity, GTA 4 takes the crown. It's not the most fun, it's not the most chaotic, but it's the most human. And sometimes in a world of chaos, violence, and satire, that humanity is what hits the hardest. Let me know in the comments, which GTA story is your favorite and why? Maybe for you, nothing beats CJ's journey, maybe Michael's midlife crisis hits home, or maybe you just love the chaos of Trevor. Either way, there's no wrong answer. Because at the end of the day, the GTA franchise has delivered some of the most iconic stories in gaming history. And this debate, it's far from over.